Hello, beautiful people. How is everyone? Welcome to my life. Yes. Today we are going to make what? I also don't know. I'm going live, but I also don't know what I'm going to make. Can you imagine? It's unbelievable, but it's true. Yes, unbelievable, but very true. So, we are going to sew something that I'm still thinking about. Yes. So, I'll not even use a pattern because I want to be quick. May the good Lord help me and guide me. Amen. Yay. So how is everyone? How are you? How is life? How is life treating you that side? Did you go to church today? So as I told you, I'm not sure of what I want to create, but I'm sure of one thing, that I want to create something that I'm not sure of. Can you imagine? But anyway, either way, we go. So I don't want to sew much. So let me divide this. Imagine coming without... Hey, my goodness. It's funny, eh? Coming without any design in your head. But we show up. Yeah. Even without anything in our mind, we still show up. Yeah. So I think I need 2 of these. I'm going to make 2 of these. Today we are doing freestyle, eh? Freestyle. So we shall go as we are led. Whatever the result will be, we shall find out. We shall find out the results when we are finished, okay? But I want to make a dress. Yes, I want to make a dress. The dress I don't know, and it has no pattern. Yeah, I think it has no pattern. Just going to take some little measurements here and there. And then, papa, I'm done. So, you bear with me. So I have these 2 pieces of... This is the fabric I'm using today, my dear. So don't say, what is she doing? I'm doing a dress. I'm making a dress. A dress I also told you I'm not sure of the outcome, everything, but I'm making it, okay? So one is going to be the front, the other one is going to be the back. I think I'll reduce some weight because I want some from down because I want it short, a bit short. So I'm going to take measurements only on one side. Yeah. So I'll take my measurements on one side of my fabric. So I'll do like this. Black alone will be boring. So what do? We add some color. I think we should add a little bit of color. Black alone will not work. Huh? So we are designing the dress together. Don't worry. If I ask you, you are free to answer me and say, it will not work. Oh. So yeah. Let me see if I add some green here and there. So what I'm going to do, if this green be enough, it will be pink. What I'm going to do, I'm going to first join this green here. I'm going to join green here and on one piece and on the other piece, okay? So then I don't want it to be too much also. However much I want to add color, I don't want to do what is it called? The color to be much, eh? Oh, where did I put this? Moment. Okay. So my machine is already threaded. I'm just going to. So I want this green to be on the front and the back, a little bit of it, not too much. So I'll join it one side, okay? So today I told you we are working together. You can also bring your advice in the live chat and tell me, that will not work. So let me join this first and then we shall see what we have to do. Yeah. So I decided to join this first, I think. It will work that way. So fashion is not limited to what you have. You must have a design in your head. No. You can think on the table. Yeah. And say, this will not work, this will work. Okay. So yeah. What happened? Okay. I'll do these stitches again. When this fold did not pick up properly, so I'll do them again from here. So I told you, just adding a little bit of color. We don't want our dress to be boring. I hate boring dresses. Yeah, so I've joined one part and I'm going to join another part. So since this is garbage bag, it doesn't really matter which side is the wrong side and which is the right side. But I'm going to use this as a standard, so I'm going to sew this side, okay? So I'm going to join here as well. We sub-join this part. If you have these pieces and you can cut them into two, join one side to the other, it's okay. But me, I'm doing this method. It will be easier for me to fold. My goodness, what's happening? So I'm done with joining my pieces. I'll take the machine off the table and I'll use it to do some other things. So yeah, as you can see, I have some part of green and black. So I'm going to use the green for the back and the front. So I will get the center like this. I'll arrange it properly. Yeah, like this. Yes. Yeah, so that's what I want. Hope it has done well. Okay, so I'm going to draft on this green. We don't iron this, this material is luxurious. We don't iron. So I have my chalk ready. I'm going to take some measurements and yeah. So from my I don't need too much. I'm going to take my measurement, my neck measurement, which will be what? Should I use what? 2? I'll use 2 inches. Yeah. So, really? No. This will not work. I'll do like this. My goodness, is that what I'm even confused? I'm confused. What was I thinking? Okay, let me think straight because I want this to be my side part. So what do I do? Okay. Sorry, I told you we are making this dress together. So don't judge me and say, I did not, I am not so, I will not say prepared, but I want to be a little bit creative. Think of something as I'm here. So we are going to draft our pattern, the front and the back together. So we are using this. What we are going to do, we are going to draft. First, I need this to cover my hip measurement, divide by 4. So my hip measurement divided by 4 is what? Is 11.25 plus some sewing allowance, which is 12.25. So I'll have to extend it a little bit. So 13 is okay. Yeah, to leave some space in. So I'm going to come here and draft my So I'm coming here and making my neck, my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 7.5. 7.5. So I'll come here and make my neckline. I'll use a neckline of 2. And I'll leave some small space up. Yeah. So 2 for my neckline. And I'll come and measure my chest. My bust measurement, which is 10. 10, you have left some space here. Yeah, so it will cover for the shoulders joining allowance. So I'll come down to measure my bust line. I'll again come here to measure my waistline, which is 16. And then my hip line is 25. So I'll also indicate these measurements here. I'll come, my bust line is what? Is 10. Waist is 16. Hip is 25. Okay. So I'm not going to make the lines so visible, but you see them. That is my bust line. This is my waistline. I don't want it to be marked so much. And this is my hip line. So I'm going to come up. I'm going to measure again 7.5, which is this. That is my shoulder divided by 2. Then I'll come up by 2 inches to make a chest line. So this is the 2 inches. So I'll come here down by 1 inch to make a shoulder slope. And then I'll also come here on the neckline. I'll make neckline of, since this is 2, it's not so deep, I'll make a neckline of 5 inches. 5 by 2. Yeah, 5 by 2 inches. So this neckline is going to be for the front and the back at the same time. So it's 5 here by 2 inches here. So it will be like this. Okay. It's sort of a boat neckline. Yeah. It's not the usual one. So it's 5 by 2, which is that, and I'll come down here by 1 inch to make a shoulder slope. So let's assume the shoulder slope is here. So I'll connect this line down here, and after connecting the line, I'll come and get the middle of this line from my shoulder slope to the chest line and come in by 0.5 inches. I'll do that on both because I don't have a way of separating it. If it was for the back alone, I would have taken no inch, but if I'm going to do the same armhole, so it will be for the front and the back. Yeah. So now I'm going to come on my chest line and mark my bust divide by 4. My bust is 9.5 plus 1 inch, which is 10.5. I'll do the same for the bust, and I'll come down here on my waistline and mark my waist divide by 4 plus 1 inch, which is 9.5. I'll come on my hip and mark my hip divide by 4, which is 11.25 plus 1 inch, which is 12.25. So I'm going to connect the points together. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. And if you're not seeing very well, at least follow. So I'm connecting this to this. I'll just connect it down to the what? I'll just connect it down to the full measurement. It's going to be small. No. I've not considered so much this side because this dress, this part is not going to be sewn, so it will still fit even if the measurement here on the hip is not accurate. Okay, so don't mind so much about it. I think so. Yeah, I think it will fit. Yeah, if it doesn't fit, but I hope it fits. So yeah, so I'm going to come and cut and come here on my, I'm not going to cut this side, I'll leave it first, this side. So I'll cut this part. So since I'm not going to, I need this very accurate because I'm not going to put a bias or anything in my armhole, so I need it to be straight. At least that's the least I can do. So here I'm going to cut a little bit up to cater for the sewing allowance here. So now I'm going to cut as I'm going down. Okay, so I'm done with cutting. This is one part of the dress. So I'm going to come on my machine. Before I even come, let me do one extra thing. So, I have to arrange this properly. So I have to come here and make a sleeve also. So let me pin this so that it does not leave its place. I'll pin so that I'll have it arranged. So I'm going to fold this again as I was folding it. I think this is the right place. So I'm going to come on this. Need something to hold this. Okay, I'll put this. I'm going to come here and make a shoulder slope also on this side. So I'll bring this line, you see here, I'll come and bring a shoulder slope like this. Here I'll take 2 inches. I'll take 2 inches. I use this to measure the 2 inches, not 1 inch because this is longer. Yeah. So these are the 2 inches. Here I have to make a shoulder slope because this is longer, that's why I use 2 inches. So I have to make sure I connect it to the first line. This is down. Okay, so I had to make sure my sewing allowance, the shoulder slope connects back to here. So I'm going to cut it out and then I'll see what to do next. Okay. So I'm done with cutting the slope on this side. Okay. So now what you are going to do, we are going to join here, but on the wrong side, not on the right side. This is the right side. I'll rub off this chalk, and I'm going to come here and sew the shoulder slope and sew up to a certain point and leave the rest. So I'm going to measure the length of my arm. Yeah, so I'm going to measure from here up to here. So from here up to here, mine is 20 inches. So I'm going to reduce some. I'm not going to take the whole measurement, so I'll reduce like to here, because I want my arm to show from this point. So it's 11 inches. So when I'm taking my armhole, my shoulder measurement from here to this is the shoulder, I'm going to take a measurement of 11 inches from here. Then I'll sew those 11 inches. The rest I'll not sew. Okay, so this is where my 11 inches stop. So I'm going to sew from here up to 11 inches, meaning this side will be sort of a long sleeve, but halfway sewn. Okay, I have to turn this to the other side because I'm going to sew from the other side. So yeah, this is the outside, you can see. So I'm going to change. Don't be confused with how I'm arranging, it's just changing. So this is how I'm going to sew. I'm going to sew the shoulders first. So we are going to sew here and sew this line, and we are going to come this side. I told you we are going to measure our shoulder. We are going to take off our shoulder like this. Here already we have to sew here. So this is off when we are calculating the inches we are going to sew. So here we must sew up to here. This is the shoulder. And then after sewing there, we are going to come and sew 11 inches. So 11 inches from here, from the where we took our shoulder. You can decide to sew from here and skip here and maybe sew some more space, but I'm going to sew from here to 11, from here to 11 inches. So I'll take the measurement. 11 inches is right here. Okay, so I will also pin that side. I'll pin. This is where I'm going to end the sewing. So this dress should have a lining or an inner dress inside, because I'm not going to sew this side completely. So when you're making this dress for yourself to wear, you must leave something. You must make sure that you put a good lining, or you must have an inner dress in the inside of this dress. Yeah. So this is like a throw on. I don't know, not a throw on, but it's a dress. But yeah, to be decent, at least you have to have something inside. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to sew and we see what we have. Yeah, and I'll also make it a little bit shorter because I want it shorter. Yeah, I think it will be better that way when it's a bit shorter. Oh my goodness. It will look beautiful when it's shorter than that. Above the knee, slightly above the knee, not so indecent. Yeah. So if you want yours longer, good for you. Yeah, so I'll start with this side. Yeah. So I think where I'm going to sew. So I'm going to sew just from here to here. Okay. Okay. So we are done with this part. If you sew cloth, make sure you remove the pins. It is very easy to forget. Yeah. So I'm done with this side. I'm just going to this side. And I'll do exactly the same. Just that this side is shorter. So I'm going to sew also this side. Okay, so we are done stitching this side. Let me see how it came out because I also don't know. I'm also anxious. I'm anxious to know how it came out. Yeah, so I think I'm done unless something needs to be improved. Yes, I think I'm done. But what I'm going to do, I don't know how it looks like. This craziness will kill me. Oh, you know, I also don't know, but I have to shape the sides. And yeah, let me take the measurements again and see. I don't need it too long. 37 is long. I'll first have to try, but unlucky enough, you'll not see. So let me try it a bit and then see where I want it to stop. Okay, I've finished drying. The idea is not bad, but it's long as I've said, and the neckline is a little bit small, so I have to increase on the neckline and also to cut it a little bit. So I'll come on this neckline and make it wider. Okay, so I want a boat neckline for this dress, so I just come and cut in a circular. Is this circular? Okay, like this is okay, and I'll seal my edges. This is plastic bag, it comes out so easily, so I have to seal it with a salt tape so that it does not tear when I'm wearing it. Where is the what? Is it not coming? Okay, let me first cut, then I'll see what to do next. I'll remove this. So it was very long. So the idea, as I thought it came out, but it's long. It's longer than so. First, I'm going to come on this side and come up by, let's come out by what? We'll come up on the hem by 4 inches. 4 inches is not too long, too big. I don't want to squat for people to be indecent, but I think 4 inches is okay. Okay, 4 inches, I'll take off 4 inches. So I'll take off 4 inches just. Okay, so I'm going to mark 4 inches all the way through. It's not 4. From here to here, it's 5.5. So I'm going to mark 5.5 on this black because it's not the same length as the green. 5.5, 5.5. I want it to be even. Oh my God. So mark 5.5 to the end. Okay. I'll get our ruler and rule. Our rulers I'm cutting. I need to save time. Okay. And for here, I'll come up by slightly, by 1 inch, a little bit up by 1 inch. And I'm going to curve in a bit, just to give it some shape. Yeah. Okay. So yes, that's it. So this is how it is going to be. But unfortunately, you're not going to see when I'm wearing. You will see the video. I'll put it up tomorrow. Yeah, it's night now. I need at least some good light. And I'll do that tomorrow when the sun is up. So I need some sellotape to seal these edges so that they don't move. I need this color where where is the sellotape? This one is not working. It will not work on this. I had sellotape here. I'm like mothers who look for knives, eh? Oh my goodness, where did I put it? My people, thank you for watching. I love you so much. But I'm looking for the sellotape. I don't see it. I don't. Did I put it? Eh? Am I becoming old? Let me check here. Let me check here. Maybe I have some. I cannot find it. So I have to say goodbye to you. I'm going to look for it after and seal the edges. And I'm done. So tomorrow, you check on me to see how the dress we made together came out. If it was giving, okay? I love you so much, my dears. Thank you for always coming to this channel and watching these videos. If you're not watching them, how would I get the morale to do other videos? Eh? I would have lost the morale long time ago. But lucky enough, you always come here and watch these videos. It's very encouraging. Eh? It gives me joy. It gives me love to make other videos. So thank you so much. I cannot appreciate enough. I love you. Bye.